Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing an unboxing of the Zoom H3 2-channel field recorder. So I already own a couple other Zoom recorders. I'm buying this one to add it to my collection of field recording gear for this summer. And as I just said, I did buy this. This is not a sponsored video. This was purchased with my own money. So we're just going to open it up. We're just going to take a look and get our first impressions of this device right here. So the box feels decent. It's a decent box. Feels reasonably well packaged. All right, let's see if we can get this out without destroying everything here. Let's lift that corner, and then we've got, oh, I see, we've got a couple different things here. All right, I guess we'll open it this way. So here you go. We've got the instructions. Got English. Quick tour of the product. Uses micro SD cards, we can see here. Power switch, setting the languages, formatting cards, setting date and time. Then you got your section where you can set up the different devices. And phantom power looks like. You can adjust the waveform, set your recording, playing recordings. And it looks like you've got sort of a breakdown of the different switches and buttons on the device. And set file names, set the file format. Okay, so pretty basic stuff, pretty standard stuff, good to have. Let's move this out of the way for now. Put it over there. Oh man, I'll just keep it over here. Then we have probably the device specifications guide. All right, so here's our little device. Now, one of the reasons I bought this device was because it's very small. Because it has no built-in microphones. It's just the device itself. It's just the recorder. So you can see how small this thing is, which is great. Now let me just figure out the best way to get this out here. I think we'll try. Pull this cardboard out. Packaging on these things sometimes is rather extensive. Let's see. Try not to tear the, alright, this I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this thing out. We'll just push the sequence to the side here. Now you got the little cardboard insert. Oh, I see. So you can now pull this thing off here on the bottom. And do that. This thing releases. There you go. It looks like there's nothing in here. Just make sure that there's no little parts. Because there are sometimes these little parts in various places. No, no little parts in that one, just the recorder. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this thing out. Now, the first thing I'm immediately noticing is it is heavy. Such a small little thing. So the quality of this build is pretty good. This thing I think is metal on these supports here. These are metal. This part is plastic here, but it looks pretty well protected because the metal sort of sticks out there. And you can see I have over here, I have my Zoom H4, and you can see the size difference in comparison. So this is got the built-in mics at the top, and you can see it's a much larger piece of device. Plus this is entirely plastic. This feels more durable than that piece does there. So that is a good thing. Go ahead and put that in, move it off here. So let's just take a look at what we've got. So we've got our volume control, plus minus, line out. We've got the headphone out. It looks like this is the volume actually for the headphones. Then you have your line out. Looks like we have a 1/4-20 screw at the back, which is nice. That's also what this has. That's how I mount it. Got the 1/4 screw here. It's metal. We do have what looks like a battery compartment. Yeah, looks like a couple AA's. Which is the same thing on the other one. So that's nice. Hopefully it doesn't chew through batteries like the H4n Pro does, because that thing goes through batteries like it's crazy. I use I use rechargeable batteries with the H4n Pro. We got the power button, and this looks like a rubber flap. This is probably your port, I'm thinking. Just see, I don't want to pull off something that's not supposed to be pulled off. It's probably a port because it does look like a rubber flap. No, well, here's your micro SD card here. There's where your micro SD card goes, right there. Yeah. And okay, here's our okay, so it's definitely not a port then. Here's our USB-C port, it looks like. You can run this thing off of USB-C. You have your two inputs here, XLRs. I have some XLR cables, but I'm not gonna get them out right now, just to test them out. Looks good. Got your play button down here, play, and looks like a pause, and then your stop, and then you got a menu button here. These looks like settings for channel 1 and channel 2. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm curious what this is. That feels like something. I'm just gonna take a quick look on that list of things we saw here. Let's see, let's find that page. This one here. Let's just take a look at the quick tour. Back page here, it looked like it had the information that I wanted. So here's the USB audio interface. We already established that. It's right here. Uses a Type-C. You can transfer data, computer, etc. Let's see. Okay, so this is the wireless adapter. You can use a Zoom BTA1 or other dedicated wireless adapter to control from a smartphone or tablet app to operate the F3 wirelessly. So that's what that is. It's a the wireless adapter. I knew there was something on there, just wasn't sure what it is. Let's just take a quick look here. We know USB-C. Right here, and then we have the micro SD card slot, remote connector, and then the power switch, which is right there. And then we have our line out, phone out. Here's our volume control for the headphone buttons. And then we have the XLR inputs, 1 and 2. And then on the bottom, we have the 1 button, which is, oh, that's going to be over here. So that's on the top. So here's the top. Got it that way. 1 button. Oh, it goes like this. Sorry. 1 button. We got the play button, stop button. We got the menu button, and here's the display. And then, oh, there's a little thing here. You can't see it. Record hold switch over here that locks the screen, or locks so you can't mess with it. Record light. This adjusts the 1 button, adjusts the amplification of the input 1. Input 1 settings button. This is adjusting the settings, and the input 2 button, the volume control for volume 2, and the settings adjustment for the input 2. We got tripod mounting threads and the cover. So a pretty simple piece of kit. Which is kind of nice. My XLR cables are under the desk. Curious. Hang on for just a sec. Let's see if I can get those. So there's a couple XLR cables. I don't really need both of them. Just gonna test these things, make sure they work okay. We'll just take a look and we'll try it out here. All right, so that goes in there. Actually, let's grab the other one. That goes in there. All right. So then here it is with the XLRs in. Seems to lock in pretty well. Not feeling any give there. That's good. Yep, comes right out. Perfect. No sticking at all. That's great. But yeah, it looks pretty good, pretty interesting. I do like the form factor, the size difference, and it's almost twice the size. This thing, which I like. All right. Well, I hope you found this at least slightly interesting. Looking at the Zoom F3, I'll probably be using it over the next month or so. And depending how it goes, maybe I'll come back with a review of it just to see how it's worked out in the field. In the meantime, thank you very much, and I will talk with you all later. All right. Bye-bye.